Hello. Welcome to the first fetter and the first lesson in the first fetter. We're starting up an entire process. My idea when I'm making this video is to create videos for every single fetter. My idea is also that while right now when I'm sitting and making all the material and writing down all the things that I would like to say in all the fetters, in all the fetter videos. My idea is also that it's gonna be a project that is expanding over years. So it's not only gonna be this year that is gonna happening, and also because what you're gonna realize is that the entire fetter process is it's a very circular movement. It's what you in feminology call hermeneutical cycles, that you take 2 steps forward and 1 step back, and 2 steps forwards and 1 step back. And it's also why I'm going to experience that when we talk about something now in the first fetter, when you get to the 5th fetter or the 8th fetter or the 9th fetter, you're going to realize, oh my goodness, yeah, way back when I started at the first lesson, I actually had some insight about this fetter that is much further along than where I actually was. When you look about how the fetters is done, that you have boxes, that first you do the first fetter, and then you do the second fetter, and then you do the third fetter. And it's not how I work. I just work with it differently. And there's no right way to work with the fetters. It's all about realizing that reality is one thing and your thoughts are adding a lot of things to the reality. And then we react to the thoughts and no longer respond to reality. We start with the first fetter, and here you have an overview of all the different fetters that we have. As you see, every single fetter that I have written here, the identifying is the first, the doubt is the second, the harmful routines is the third. In my experience, all 3 is about non-self. All 3 is about identifying. It's just different twist on the kaleidoscope that makes you either have a feeling of identifying, of doubt, which is obviously also identifying, or with the harmful routines, which is also about identifying. So all of them is about the same topic. And it's also why if you have a guide from LU, you will see that they often say that the first 3 fetters fall at the same time. It's absolutely true, because all 3 is about the same thing. But I see the importance in the fetter model to have doubt as a topic by itself. When we talk about low self-worth, low self-esteem, that comes into doubt. In the original Buddhist teaching, then doubt was about the teaching, and that also comes in when we talk about the fetters. It's doubt whether this is the right thing for you to do, or whether there's something else for you to do. And the harmful routines, it's obviously also about identifying, because you do different things because you have an expectation about something happening. You eat healthy because you have an expectation of what is going to happen. So there's an identification with what you do, an identification with what you're supposed to do, and that then creates routines that are very harmful for you. And then you're going to come to the 4th and the 5th and realize that the identification that you had with what you wanted to do, what you wanted to happen, was actually about a desire. You wanted something to be in a certain way. And when we come to the 4th and the 5th, the 4th and the 5th is the same thing. The desire, you want something, that's exactly the same as what you don't want.